Hi, so if you've seen my Real Talk postpartum self love video, I consider this one part two. This is more so about pregnancy hormones. So I'm glad you guys shared the previous video with a friend and each one teach one. So I thank you for subscribing and feel free to leave a comment at the bottom. Thank you. So, I'll just get right into it. So, pregnancy and pregnancy hormones. And this is from my perspective, from what I went through during my pregnancy. With the hormones, wow, yeah. So, I wasn't totally prepared for all of that. Everyone can tell you, how you will feel and what to expect, but actually, until it happens, then you have what I call a new set of views on the whole thing, because it does affect everyone differently. That's my my bundle of joy in the background. It really does affect everyone differently. So you can't say what another woman would feel, but I'll give my insight until what happened to me. So this hormone thing, right? Wow. So sensitivity, it hit me like tons. I have never cried at so many commercials. I cried every time I saw that popular Huggies commercial with the baby being born and wrapped in the hospital blanket, and the baby was laying on the mummy, and I cried every time I saw that commercial. I cried at a lot of things. That I had leaky eye syndrome during my pregnancy. A lot of things made me very, it tapped into my sensitive side. I definitely would say that. So, I mean, different movies, romantic movies that I've watched before. I love romantic comedies and romantic movies, and where they fall in love at the end. But I mean, I had the leaky eye syndrome during the whole thing. And some things that probably weren't romantic and didn't gear toward the teardrop, it still happened. I remember being in a store, and those hormones, seeing, oh my God, I remember the first time I went to Toys R Us and Babies R Us. I parked in the front. Shout out to them for having that expected mom parking spot. Those parking spots for expected moms, called stork delivery or something like that. So I love places that have, the VIP for the mummies. So I think that's really cool. So shouts out to them for that. So I go in there and I'm like, okay, I got my registry. I know what I want to get. I know, what I'm looking for, or, let me just take a look around the store if I don't see something else, whatever. So I go in, I'm looking down each aisle. I talked to some of the sales associate, and I knew my basic things on, kind of what I wanted to get, but there were some things that I was surprised that I saw that I really was liking. I was digging on it. I picked up this one onesie. Oh my God, I lost it. I'm in the middle of the aisle and Babies R Us, and I'm crying, holding this onesie, and just at all of the adorableness of it, and just at all at, oh my God, this little baby is on his way, and he's, what's expected. And then I went from the little baby part to, oh my God, am I prepared for this? And oh my God, am I ready? And I went from this small list of things that I needed to get in the store to this huge list, and I kind of overwhelmed myself, at the same time of being so excited and just thrilled. I did get a little overwhelmed. So the sales associate was so nice. You guys, I've traveled to other places, and I've lived in another state. I've lived in 2 other states prior to Memphis. But what I can say is that the hospitality here is supreme, I promise you. The simple thing of a hello, a greeting. So, and when you're going through those hormones, for someone to be pleasant is a bonus, it's a plus. And then their pleasantry goes to actually helping and, hand holding. I'm in the aisle with Kleenex, and ladies are, consoling me and helping me at the same time, helping me shop and asking me, things about my registry and preparing, for a baby shower. So you just never know when those hormones are really going to hit you. You really don't. And at the same time, you have those extremes, the highs and lows of it. You also have that sensitivity side, when certain comments can hit home and really make you tear up or make you, kind of sad. I will be as real with this statement as it is. I'll tell you, not everyone is pleasant and nice to a pregnant woman. And that's very surprising. Just like I just shared that positive, motion, and with those ladies, and they were all women, so kind, so gentle, at the Babies R Us on Germantown Parkway in Memphis. They were so kind. I'll never forget them. Just like I shared that positive story and how it worked out for me and how they came to my aid and very, very pleasant. I actually did a review because they were so sweet. Out a stranger. So strangers do not assume, first of all, that one woman is pregnant. I don't think a stranger should come up to somebody and, say some of those things that they say. And one comment was, "Wow, you're really big." Who are you? Where did you come from? And where do I know you from? Like, wow, you're really big. You're going to tell a pregnant woman that? Like, come on. So, that sensitivity hit, that nerve. You're like, how dare you? What do you mean? Another comment, everyone has their perspective of if a woman is carrying low, she's having a boy, and if she's carrying high, she has a girl. We really don't know if that's true and all. But I can say about a good 50-50 of the ones that told me that I was carrying low, and they got it right. I mean, I did carry a boy when he, so maybe there's some truth to that. But a stranger should never walk up to you and put their hand on your stomach. That's a no-no. A stranger should never approach you with even the intentions to touch. Not cool. So for those people out there that are curious about a pregnant woman, know first and foremost, we're human beings and we're carrying life. So you need not to impose yourself on that woman. You need not to interject your thoughts and comments to that woman. You need to step back and say, you know what? She's another lady and I don't know her situation. So if I need to ask her anything, ask her how her day is going. Or say she looks really pretty. Something like that. And let her tell you, yeah, thank you for saying, how's your day going? But you know what? My back is really hurting or I'm really tired because I'm carrying this baby. Let her share that with you. Don't you assume and go touching and grabbing. There were strangers that said, can they pray for the baby? Can they touch the baby? Can they touch the stomach and pray for the baby? There were strangers that said, wow, you're large. How much do you weigh? You don't ask a woman that. You don't ask a woman how much she weighs when, you don't know her. You're a stranger. So you don't ask a pregnant woman that. So common sense, yes, this woman is pregnant and yes, this woman has hormones, but you yourself as a stranger off the street, you can't go into a situation thinking, one, if someone is pregnant, two, not being considerate enough to take their, feelings at just off at the whim at your mouth because you want to make a statement, and so a lot of it is not positive. So what I say to a woman that's pregnant and you're currently carrying, be mindful that when you're in a store, this could happen to you. You could be My little one is crawling now. Girls and guys, if you're watching, he is a couch cruiser. He goes from each couch. Uh, and he just gets his way on down. So if you're a new mom and you're in the store and you're like, I want to get out, I'm out today, I'm feeling myself, I feel good, I need to get some shopping done, I need to get some stuff for the baby real quick. Be mindful when you're on the aisle and you're looking at reading some ingredients and you're trying to get your stuff together, that moment you take your eyes off, I call it the approach, that's when they think they can jump in and get the touching and going, ooh, So, because I was looking down at, I don't know, a brochure or Similac or something like that. No telling what I was looking at. But the jump in happened quick. This lady just like lunged at me and it freaked me out, and I was just like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? She was like, you're so beautiful. And that was nice, but she scared the crap out of me, you guys. I'm standing on the aisle reading some product information and she goes, wow, you're carrying life. Hey, sweet pea, what you got there, man? What you got there? What you got there, man? What you got there, my sweet pea? My little baby. My little baby. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, you gonna go back to crawling again? Okay, man. See, real life, real talk. The lady scared me, you guys. So, just these strangers, you leave these pregnant women alone while they're shopping. Let them do their thing. If they say something to you that, and there's nothing wrong with complimenting a woman. I'm not even talking about the compliments. I'm talking about you interjecting, these, and for those that gave the negative comments and you're so large and all of this, come on, let's not do that. I'll give you another example of when the hormones come into play. When you're out, you may have something on more form-fitting or one of those maternity tops that goes around the belly. Be mindful that, those maternity tops that have the spandex on the side, they're geared to kind of bubble in the belly to show life, and they're gorgeous. Yeah, they're gorgeous. But that's like, they say, hey, come touch me. And the shirts with the logos on them, when people finish reading those logos and they want to go touch. I saw one lady with one, it was a gorgeous top. Compliment and keep it moving, but don't compliment and try to touch and rub on the lady's stomach. Like, it's just certain things that you should know not to do. But maybe for those people out there that they're just happy to see another woman that's pregnant, contain your emotions. You're gonna freak her out. Like I told you, that lady down the aisle freaked me out because she kind of lunged at me, and the last thing you want to do is scare somebody, So those hormones come into play, and you got the grumpy hormone, like the grumpy part. You can get grumpy with constantly hearing how large you are, and then that could, create self-doubt. So people, strangers, hold those comments about the woman's physique. Hold those comments. She is carrying life, and she is mother. I would say she's queen mom. She's the queen mother load. Yes. And we need to encourage and support. That's first and foremost, because you don't want to make a pregnant woman cry in the store, do you? No, you don't. Nobody wants to do that. I would think not. So hold back. Hold back. Now, if you'd like to share something that is an encouraging word, this woman is going to hear so much advice from people saying, I did this, or I should have done that, or you should do this. We need to stop being critical of ourselves, two, of other people, because you don't know what that person is going through. And pregnant women have tons of hormones running through them. The last thing they need to be concerned about, are those things that make them scared. Things that, that takes away from that happy time of life, carrying life. I can't stress that enough. Like, it just takes it away. It really does. Because when you feel good in the inside and you put your shoes on in the morning, you get dressed, you know, that's your stepping stone to say, "Hey world, I'm coming out." For that mom, that new mom that's carrying that life, she's making a decision to, one, leave the comfort of her home to get out. And so many pregnant women, have swelling issues. Ankles are swelling, feet are aching, feet are swelling, but they also are getting things done for this coming life that's, coming in their home soon. So they're going out to these stores. Have some sensitivity to those strangers and friends. If you see a pregnant woman trying to get out in a store, open the door. If you see her exiting, help her out with her package. I mean, I can say I had some really nice experience with store staff and employees. They were the friendliest. And I had conversations with them. And I went through the swelling and all of those things and, sore feet. So those hormones, and if somebody just says a nice word to you, you just never know. So for strangers out there, hands off on the belly. It's never okay to approach a pregnant woman in any surrounding, in any environment. And those comments of her being large, wide, carrying low, or telling her what she's having, just leave those off the table. Just leave it off the table and say, "You look beautiful," or "Congratulations." Don't do congratulations and rub, rub, rub. This is not the Apollo log. This is not wax on, wax off. Keep your hands off. So just be mindful. She's going through a lot. She's preparing. She's in preparation. She is queen. She is queen. And you respect a woman and you respect a pregnant woman. Their respect should carry on from woman to mother. And I will leave it at there and bid you guys a good day. Bye.